It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and we drew the long straw and are at Sunset Cliffs where it's about 25 degrees cooler than it is inland today, so yay us. Still warm, about 80, but Greg and Hannah are here making that modification that I mentioned to you at our Sunset Cliffs project. Initially and originally, Elaine had this dry stack planter bed, right? It's not a dry stack, it's mortared. We're using a simple concrete mortar, right, Greg?
Just a regular mortar.
Yeah, just a regular mortar. And that's what was done along here. I did not do that on that side. I just had the flagstone run right up into the landscape. But for ease of egress for our client and just for aesthetics, she asked if we could modify this design to add a matching mortared little wall, if you will. So yesterday, Greg and Elaine met at KRC Rock and chose the little mini boulders. They did a fantastic job. They're almost a dead-on match for this side, which was done 50 years ago, I might add. And so that's what they're doing today. Just setting these in. We'll be back tomorrow to do finish work to add a little bit of plant material. The garden is spectacular. Everything, we just recently did an update here. Remember, this is the garden where I took the mangave kaleidoscope out that was languishing, and you know, it revived, and I have it now in my garden in Vista. So this is that garden. I'm really pleased. Everything is looking fantastic. And this addition of the little dry stack wall just adds more character to an already phenomenal installation. Elaine is so eclectic and so fun and has such a phenomenally vibrant personality, and she's done some really, really cute things in her backyard, and she said that I could show you. So let's head on back and look. Elaine, like me, learns by doing. So she's been experimenting with designing. She is a collector at heart. All of her plants are meticulously potted and labeled with the scientific name as well as what their growing requirements are. She has meticulously and painstakingly made these little tags for every single plant in this backyard. Here is the Cercis Fobesii that I purchased for her when we did her front yard installation, and she hadn't potted it up yet, so I went ahead and potted it up for her today, and she'll be top dressing that later on. And the booby cactus too, she got that potted and top dressed. Looks so good. Check out her adorable pigs.
Oh, wow.
This one has eyelashes. This is Elaine. I mean, if I could sum up her personality in a piece of art, that would be it. Talavera tin pig. That doesn't sound very flattering, but it's meant to be.
Really cute.
I love Elaine. She ordered some pots online, and one of them came broken. So she's super gluing little pebbles all around the edges of the broken pot to kind of finish it, and then she's going to plant something in there. That's classic Elaine. She's got really fun and unusual tchotchkes. And remember, this is a collector first. So she's just now learning how to design. She has something over here, you guys, that I have never seen before. Look at this. This is an Echino a Fossello cactus. Look at that. It requires shade, so I cannot have it in Vista. But she said it gets a white flower with pink stripes. I'm blown away by that. I just think that is the most interesting thing. I've never seen that before. But yeah, she propagates. So, you know, she's got her little leaf propagates right here and her little Driscoll. She's got all of her little Oh, I see what she's doing here. This is how she sifts all of the whatchamacallit out of her top dressings before she applies them to her pots. How fun is that? Ooh, that looks more like Brian Paul to me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's really spectacular. Yeah.
Let me just get a little close up.
Yeah, Hannah will get some little close-ups for you so you can see her collection. And she's just an avid collector. But, you know, when we are willing to evolve, we do. And about a couple of years ago, she really began to follow me in earnest. And, you know, she commissioned me to do her front yard, and that gave her the confidence to do her own little installation in the back. And that's the main thing that I wanted to show you guys today. I think this is going to be so inspiring for you. Now,
cute.
I know, it's just beyond. It's just the cutest thing. She did this all by herself, and she was so proud of her first attempt at design. And I saw this a couple of months ago when it was very new. And just over the last couple of months, she's having regrets. She sees things that she wished she had done differently, which I thought was just a great way for you all to take some notes. First thing, she regrets not using smaller rock. She said that she wished she had gone with the 3/8 instead of the 3/4 in the burgundy and the black, and with a smaller sunburst pebble. She also regrets using the plastic edging as a barrier. She did some mounding, and she was concerned about, you know, retaining and shoring up the mounds. But she doesn't like the look of this at all, and now she understands that she could use small rubble and larger rubble to create the way Hannah and I do it, to shore up and create that retention. This boulder right here is very strategically placed, and I pointed that out to her, and she agreed that that's one of her favorite elements in here in terms of the rock too, because it's a bit juxtaposed. So we talked about the evolution of design and how there are no mistakes. As an artist, you're always learning, you're always evolving, you should be always changing, adapting, growing, and it's all just so good. But this little fake grass with her little houses and her pigs, and what the heck?
They're little knights.
The other little knights, I guess, guarding the occupants. I mean, really, that is just beyond, isn't it?
It makes sense why she would have preferred to use the smaller rock, because she has smaller plants.
Exactly, and that's another thing. You know, Hannah pointed out smaller rock also because she has smaller plants, and this is more of a diminutive installation, but still always with her flags and her tags. That's just really important to her that she do that. This is hilarious. You know what this is? This is the coveted and very rare bonus mystery succulent.
Bonus mystery, yeah.
That's what the tag says. So yeah, Elaine and her incredible sense of humor. Also, side note, bonus, she gave me a beautiful Eve's needle crest.
Should we look at it?
What's in the trunk of my car. I've already unearthed it and put it in my trunk. You know, I mentioned that I had that beautiful Susan Ocolo bowl that's currently by my front door at home that I was going to be finding something special for. Well, there we go. So I'm really excited to plant up my new Eve's needle crest in my Susan Ock pot. Oh yes, and I think Elaine has got the fanciest cock I have ever seen in my life. Wouldn't you all agree? Look at that. When I was here the last time, she had the cock and both of the pigs out here in the grass. Like this crazy, wild, colorful little farm scene. It was just the cutest. She's got more collectibles here. I took some of her plants to move into the front yard installation, which is why she's got some gaps. But yeah, she's been collecting and learning for years. She has ideas over here to bring in some whimsical elements and do some bromeliads. and some mixed plantings in here since this gets pretty much dappled shade a good part of the day. So, you know, she's always thinking, always growing, always identifying new areas of real estate for her to develop. Just so proud of her and so in awe of all that she's done to create a playground for herself in her own backyard. And, you know, this front area is just, she's maintained it so magically, and things are really starting to grow. You know, this Ferdinand agave is just picture perfect. Her sunburst aeoniums look so good. Her mangave falling waters is really starting to take off and grow. The little portulacaria minima is beginning to fall over the edge, which is what we wanted. Look at her superbum. I mean, here's my hand for scale. I don't think I've ever seen such big rosettes. This is one of my absolute favorite succulents because it just looks like a jewel. And this echeveria, can you even, I mean, look at this. Amazing, amazing. It's so happy. It's just tough. I mean, it's not wobbly. It's so turgid. Oh, that's just the happiest plant.
And then she bought a new mangave for up there.
Yeah, she got Red Wing, mangave Red Wing, which I planned for her today. That's where my Eve's Needle, where I took the Eve's Needle crest out that she wants to gift me. And yeah, that Red Wing is going to just be great. She's got 7 or 8 mangaves in this garden that she's growing now. So it's just going to be fun to watch this evolve over the years. I'll show you since we're right here. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? If that doesn't fit into my succulent coral reef, I don't know what does. So thank you so much, Elaine, for the gifted plant. Thank you all for following and for all your support and encouragement every single day. And we'll be back tomorrow to check in on the finished wall, I guess, right? That's what we're calling it. Or is it going to be done today? Oh, well, what about the plants? We have to do a little planting. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Greg and Hannah may finish up today, but I'll show you the finished product. Okay? So, this has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity reporting from Sunset Cliffs with your succulent tip of the day. Stay cool, everybody. Bye.